Hey, it's part 2 of Branded Day. Branded. And the day begins. Watch. So I just did the double click. And so it's so different about this Ford truck. Listen. Oh, so it started with the cold weather. So like yesterday, it did not start. Whoa. With the cold weather. Isn't that interesting on how the cold weather, it's cold out here today. I mean, real deals here for the winter here in the Virginia, Maryland area. So it's in the truck. And what are we doing now, right? I'm going to call my buddies at LA Tint. I'm going to see if these guys can get me in today. All right. Yeah. They're talking. They never ain't talking, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head over to LA Tint Manassas and get my windows tinted out. So that's the first thing I'm going to do this morning. Get some more miles. Oh, heck. I always want to do 1 hour thing. I always forget things. Isn't that something about life as you all progress? Let me do something here. All right, phones are ringing, messages are ringing. Hey, got my scheduled tint time. So I'm going to be able to get this truck in to get it tinted. So I'm going to LA Tint. And what number will this be, right? I mean, oh my gosh, this thing here, it's just such a nice truck. This is just so... Now, my finance guy that means well for Ford, I mean, he's funny. I mean, sincerely, I think he's kind of joking around, but at the same time, I don't know. He called me this morning and had a question about some tags on my F150 truck. And thank you very much. He clarified all that I did things right. And so he's like, you've ruined it, man. You've ruined my passion for my Raptor. Hey, once again, yeah, I'm going to tell you, part of me's like, he's sincere. The other part of me, he's just kind of having fun. But he's conveying like, wow, the power boost. He's like, I don't know if I could ever look at my Raptor ever that was saved after I'm watching your video and hearing you talk about that power boost. Wow. Brand recognition. This thing here, it just rocks. It rode like nothing. I mean, I was never even fixated on the power boost. I am just stumped that this car, I say all the time to car guys. I mean, this thing here, and it truly did me a heck of a favor, because that Ford Expedition, if I would have bought that instead of this, I would not have been content. I'd have been like, why the hell did I do that? Why did I do that? I mean, I'd rather take this. This thing here is every bit of that Expedition. I mean, yeah, if I had a big family, yeah, I get it. But those days are pretty much done. Me having to haul around 7 people, if you know what I mean. So, anyways, yeah, so the brand recognition conversations. And anybody watching my video this morning, I just think it's intriguing on us as individuals. We all get so attached. We become so attached to the brands. And it doesn't just relate to the cars. I mean, I'm talking about, it could be the sneaker brand, Nike, Puma, Adidas. You know, it could be, it's infinite for us individuals on how we get so, like Apple. Like for so many years, I was an HP guy. You know, I preferred HP over any other product line. Dell, IBM. I really liked the HP product for years. And it wasn't until years ago I finally went to Mac and Apple. And, you know, of course now those are my favorite trusted brands, is the Apple and the Mac products, which I've had a lot of success with. And then you go to even like watches. Seiko used to be my favorite watch. I used to buy watches like all the time. The Apple Watch kind of ruined me having the passion for buying watches, because the Apple Watch is just so versatile in usability. And so, yeah, but I used to just love having watches. And I mean, I had a lot of watches, and I was never buying the big high dollar ones. I did buy one for wife and I. We got matching watches. The wife and I did Omega watches, really cool watches that I bought for both of us. You know, even to me, I'm saying, where the hell are those things, right? Yeah, where are those sitting right now, collecting dust and dirt? So So the brands that we all kind of get, fixated. But then I think to myself, what's the brand of, what's your favorite, brand when it comes to like food items? I mean, are you a person that's so not like more than ever? There's grocery stores and other goods are being marketed with the own store brands products. And what I've usually experienced is, yeah, I mean, sometimes the food is okay, but then it's just the long-term company's been making the product where they came from, and it's just a better product. But then you get the store brand stuff, and so what's the thoughts on that, right? And then for YouTubers, the people are trying to get brand recognition on their YouTube channel. That's a whole nother ball game of what's going on. Anyways, I just figured I'd share time. Today, once again, it's just a lot of highway driving, so I can't see, does the mileage really change? Well, just kind of follow me along here as I share my LA Tint before and after look in the truck. And what do? Oh, I got to call my Ford guy to order some stuff too. I just remembered that. Okay. Oh, wow. I just turned on my adaptive cruise control, and instantly this thing went to Blue Cruise. Because this area's mapped. See, the way this Blue Cruise works is if it's mapped, meaning if Ford's computer has this road in this truck, then it's going to do it. And here we go. Watch the road. So I just called my guy. For me, it's just incredible how over the years I'll buy cars from one dealership, but then yet I'll have the service or parts from the other dealership. And so my local guy here, Coonstilling Ford, they have the mud flaps. I'm getting the mud flaps for their splash guards, whatever you want to call them. And they've got the rubber mats. I definitely want rubber mats. And I'm going to have him, they have a new rear molded plastic black spoiler for the rear of the cab, the cab of the truck. That's a new thing they've come out with. And I'm going to get one of those because it's just this two-sided tape that's, you just stick it on with 3M tape. So if it doesn't look that great, take it off. But I think that'll kind of give the vehicle character. And I'm going to get a front flat style front hood protector as well. So there's the first things I'm doing. When do I put the bullhorns on, right? So here we go. The truck driving itself, there it is. Boy, I tell you what, people are reaching out and saying, is it the time of year because it's so cold out that maybe you're not getting the fuel mileage? Yeah, I mean, partially I can say that. Now, if you saw that, if you're watching this, what's so eerie about this truck, this is where, see how you have hands-free right now? Let's go back to hands-free. And for me, when this truck goes to non-hands-free, it doesn't make a noise. So if you're not paying attention to this truck, but the assisted steering will help you get through the corner. But just a second ago, this truck turned off the hands-free and it went back to steer and assist. So if you're not constantly really paying attention to this, it doesn't make a noise. That's why I think it's a mistake. Ford doesn't have the hands-free make a chime noise or a vibration or something to alert you that the hands-free just turned off. I think it's very dangerous. I think it's very dangerous because if you're just not really attuned, if you get very comfortable with hands-free, I truly believe you're just setting yourself up for a terrible crash. And you don't really hear much about it at this point, but at the same time, for me, I just think that, wow. I mean, I've had the Blue Cruise vehicle long enough in my other truck, my F-150 Tremor truck, where I had so much experience with that I just know the variables. Some of my YouTubers are saying, hey, what if you go trailer? Tractor trailers are a little eerie, but this truck here does seem to be a little bit more refined on the centering of the road. My F-150 Tremor truck, it didn't seem to center the road as well. And it makes, I wonder, is it because of the bigger tow mirrors that stick out further that they really knew they had to get this thing refined? Because otherwise you go by a tractor trailer. So many times I go by a tractor trailer in my F-150 trimmer truck, and it was just freaky close. I mean, I just started reaching out, on the comments. So what if a truck trailer starts swerving into you? Well, here's the thing. That's what I'm saying. You can't get comfortable in this truck thinking because it's hands-free that now you can go into la-la land and not still be very attentive to drive the vehicle. I mean, that's something that's the thing, and that's the danger. If you start to really believe that it's hands-free, really gives you the opportunity to be doing other things, and you can not be attentive, yeah, that's when the accidents begin. Here's the police, and they're looking for the guys doing about 70, 75 miles an hour, so we'll tone it down a little bit. They're not looking for me. They're looking for the guy. Literally, guys, people go on this road 80, 90 miles an hour. That's what they're looking for. So, but is Waze accurate on these, on this being the facts? All right, so the dealer has in stock the mud flaps and the rubber mat. This guy's history, that's interesting. That guy there, he looks so familiar in that car there. And he's have to order the front, let's see if they're still there. So, no, I don't see him. I don't think he's not there, right? So get rid of that. And they're going to have to order the rear. Well, we don't know the availability yet on the rear spoilers. That guy is all over the road. These have people, you scratch your head. So that guy came flying up on the right-hand side, and then he slowed down, and then he flew back up, and then he slowed down. Then he came all the way behind me, and then he went all the way around me, extremely high speeds. I'm assuming that he had the Waze on, and he saw the police. So he kind of toned it down. All right. Conversations, right? Conversations. And that's one thing I will say. On the Ford side for me, on the brand support, for the most part, on the parts and service has been really good. And sadly, I lost my best guy that was my key service guy at Kuhn Joint Ford, which that's too bad. He moved on to the bicycle adventures, but he was such a great guy. They got all my cars serviced. And, since he's left, I've actually gone to my local dealer up here in Leesburg because it just seems like the service end at Kuhn Joint Ford has changed. It just seems like the service personnel, it's harder to get the vehicle scheduled. It just doesn't have the same personal experience. It's kind of a bummer. And Kuhn's Baltimore Ford, they're great, but it's such a long drive. I'm in Kuhn Joint Ford in 20, 25 minutes. It's an hour drive to the Baltimore store, so it's just too much. Yep, brand recognition, brand loyalty, brand dealership. What's your favorite dealership you go to? Or, what's the brand dealership you'll never go to ever again in your life? Or that goes on all the time for the bad experiences. What do you think? So you're saying that you've heard now officially at Ford in the back end.
I haven't read it specifically, but I've found sites mentioning the corrected mileage range is now 320 with the parentheses of updated. I haven't actually found anything specific of Ford talking about it, but there are sites that are showing it in the corrected range now.
So you think you gained 20 miles would be your guess?
It wasn't it 280 before?
Well, 330 was my understanding because it's a 131 kilowatt battery, right? Was it 131 or 134?
I think it's 131.
So see, the extended range was supposed to be 330 mileage. Now the non-extended range was like that 250, 280.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe I just don't remember right.
Yeah, so that's the reason I wanted the extended range, was not only towing capability, which in the end that doesn't really matter, but it was the 300 plus mile range. So the extended range has always been rated 300 plus.
Yeah, the other one's rated 230.
Yeah, it's radical. I mean, it's like 100. It was conservative, a 80 mile difference, conservative.
Yeah, okay, well then it hasn't changed. They've done something. I've driven the truck too much in the last fucking 3 months to notice that. It's definitely got more miles when I get into it every day.
Yeah, that's interesting. Well, that's good.
But I can't find anything like really noting it on Ford or anything.
Right.
But I wasn't getting no 320 miles, but now it seems like I am getting 320 miles. So maybe, I don't know.
The only way you'll ever keep track of that is by documenting it. You know what I mean? You'd have to have written down notes somewhere.
Yeah, too much work.
It's about the only way. What now?
You at LA 10?
I'm on 28 right now. Just went past 29, and yeah, I'm right up the road in LA 10. I'd say I'd probably be out there by 11:30. You know what I mean? But no rush, whatever. For me, I just haven't been fixated on, really buying another F-150 truck, and that's why I'm just stumped that this truck is what it is. So I'm assuming this is the first year out of the Powerboost.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
It's just so much technology anymore. There's just so many variables of all different cars. It's just beyond believable where we are. Just the never-ending, change and this and that and blah 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 blah. How do you stay on top of it?
Yeah, no, you can't. Too much technology to you.
It's overwhelming.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many car companies using the one-off tech right now too. I like to even talk about. I know you're not really into it, but Infinity always has really intrigued me because what they do, they really do push the envelope of engineering, even though they're like Nissan's higher up,
right?
More premier echelon, but they've introduced the VCR engines this previous year, which is incredible technology, which is a variable compression ratio.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about that.
Yeah, and those literally just have an actuator on the piston that allows it to change its throw on the fly, so you can take it from an extremely high fuel efficient motor to an extremely high horsepower motor just with a push of a button, more or less.
Wow.
And so those things are really cool. I mean, there's just so much cool tech out there that all these kind of companies are exploring on their own.
Yeah.
I mean, Volkswagen. I mean, Audi's got some pretty cool shit too.
Right.
Like I was telling you, there's traffic light technology and their all-wheel drive. You can't really beat the Audi all-wheel drive. It's like even they're even proving it. Like on the electric cars, they do the splash pad with the electric cars, and the Audi is just worlds above everyone else. I mean, Volvo's close behind, but like Audi, like that sort of traction loss doesn't even phase an Audi. It's pretty remarkable.
Right. Yeah. It's just, but at the same time, things are getting so expensive.
Yeah, but they're not. They are. They're not. It's the illusion of that things are getting more expensive. It's just while on the back end, these guys are making more money than they've ever made before in their lives. Things aren't getting more expensive to make. They just want you to think that. I mean, the raw materials are getting harder to source for certain products, but I mean, manufacturing at its basics has never been easier, never been faster. Actually, I saw that one of the largest microchip manufacturers in the world in Taiwan actually is gotten American subsidies and American approval to build a plant in Arizona now, because we're worried about what China's about to do to Taiwan. So we need to bring those microchips over back to the States to be produced again, because who the fuck knows?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
It's stuff like that going on all the time.
Oh man, are you gonna go to the cookout Are they even open yet?
Oh, it's open. Actually, today would be a good day to do it. I might hit down the back end.
Hey, here's Cookout. I'm looking at it right now.
Chrissy something. They got. I really want a milkshake. I don't even care about the burger. They got like 50 milkshake flavors.
Wow, this truck here, I'm barely even getting into it, man. Oh my gosh, this thing just rocks, man.
Here,
Hey, we're at LA Tint. Jesus Christ. How many times have you seen my videos where I'm going here to LA Tint? I mean, just the last year. How many? How many times have I been here? Wow. Yikes. Oh, wow. So they have a BMW i7. Is this an i7? i7. This is the all-electric Beamer. Gentleman just got it. He just got it a week ago. And it's a blue, but in the sunlight it looks black. So it's happening. I mean, it's happening. The electrification's happening. I mean, wow. Gentleman says it goes like 300 miles. He loves it. For the moment. Until you drive it down the eastern seaboard. All right, we got the worker bees back here doing their due diligence. Now, this is interesting. I'm noticing here in the back of my window here that there's like a film right here. What is that all about? That's so strange. I have no idea. Yeah, so the gentleman that owns this car here, it's for his wife, and he did not get a charging station for this vehicle. He got a plug to plug into the 120 volt outlet, and I said, yeah, but that takes days. He's like, well, she only drives 20 miles a day. He got it for her for the primary reason for his wife to drive his kids to a school, 10 miles each way, so it's 20 miles a day use. So he plugs in the car, and he says it takes 12 hours on the 120 volt to recharge the car back at the full capacity. And I asked him, what if you go 300 miles? He's like, we won't ever go 300 miles. Like, okay. He claims he's the first one in this area to get this car, and this is BMW's first flagship vehicle that it's the i7. So this is the first official car of BMW being all electric. What's really weird is, so here in the back here, they've got, look at this here, they got the music's being played through this. This is crazy. So in the door handles here, you seen this, Travis? Yeah. You seen this? They got a screen here in the back for the kid to watch TikTok or whatever it may be. Now look at this here. This looks, I mean, this is kind of crazy. Probably has massaging seats. Look at that. Look at the front. It's like a cockpit of a freaking airplane or something. Just beyond believable where we are. But you know what? Does it have a moonroof? Yes, it has a moonroof. Yeah, so that's nice. That's really cool. Another guy, the gentleman's watching me. He says okay if I video his car for the record. So look at the front end. So I'm sure it has self-driving, would be my guess. Is that are you sure it's 25%? Is that 25%?
That's what he cut.
It doesn't even look that as dark as this, right?
You put the meter on?
Should I do the rear window?
Yeah, you put the meter on it to measure?
No, we didn't.
You didn't?
Oh, should we?
Probably.
Huh?
You're trying to get it to match.
Well, Travis thinks it's 23%.
Yeah.
Is that what you would say?
Probably.
I mean, it's okay. I mean, it's not that radical. Also, it just takes the sun out when I'm in Florida. You know what I mean? Look at that. All right, these guys are rocking, staying busy. This doesn't end. See there? So does he have night vision? Probably has night vision. Look at that. Wow. So I wonder how much this car was. $125? $150? What do you think? What's your guess?
Yeah. It's like
$125?
140.
Huh?
140.
You think? So that's the black, you know, the back end here is pretty that's a fancy car. Wonder what the kilowatt battery is on. I'll have to ask this gentleman.
Right here.
This guy here is pulling my leg. You smoke 2 packs of cigarettes a day.
2 packs.
2 packs.
2 packs. Yep.
How much is a pack of cigarettes? $10, $20?
$7.28
A pack.
a pack.
At the cheap store.
Yep.
The cheap stuff.
No, it's a 7-Eleven.
Yeah, so you're spending right now $14.56 a day
Yep.
for cigarettes.
Yep.
And that doesn't concern you?
Why would it concern me?
2 packs of cigarettes a day?
Yeah.
Wow.
Why? What's the problem?
Hey, if you're happy, I'm happy.
I'm happy.
How many packs of cigarettes do you smoke a day?
I don't smoke.
Ah.
I mean, let's be honest, Gary. If you had to deal with you would probably smoke 2 packs of cigarettes.
Oh, I'd be 4 packs. My addictions in life? Look at my car addictions. It wouldn't be good. It would be more than 2 packs. It'd be lots of packs. Hey, what is this in the back of my window?
do you mean?
What'd you guys do to me? I got a green tint in the back of the window.
You better go talk to the dealer about
What
that.
the hell is that all about?
As soon as you pull that off, it's going to pull you to frosted lines, too.
Yeah, well, I figured that. Yeah,
Ford
yeah,
Frost
yeah,
lines
yeah. The
before.
truck is just gonna fall apart once I pull it off. You know what I mean?
Ford truck
Right.
defroster lines are
Yeah.
really, really bad.
Really?
Yeah.
So I better be really, really careful.
Yeah.
Just
if
don't
we-
touch
if
it.
we if we tint one and there's like a speck or something in it, I take it off immediately while it's still wet. Because if you try to pull it off after it dries, it'll pull your frost lines right off.
You just see all the lines coming with it.
Yeah.
That's pretty good, actually. Hey, buddy, you got a beautiful tint job. No more electric rear window heat, but it's okay. All right. All right. So, did we do the front window?
Huh?
Did you do the front window?
No, are we supposed to?
Oh my gosh, I love it. I love this. Yeah. Yeah, you didn't tell me that? Oh my gosh. Yeah.
We gotta cut a strip for this. Yeah, I'm still.
That's funny. So Derek, I'm thinking of Derek, my sales guy. So Travis is not on the job. Can you believe it? You believe that, but you say no comment on that.
You went to the AS1?
Yep. Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, but see, you got a towel up there like you were starting something.
Oh, somebody did. I didn't put it up there.
You know, he's fixated on having another cigarette. We got 2 guys doing it. He's doing it. Hey, we got 3 hands in the pot. He's doing it. Look at this here. Here's more technology. Look at that up there. Look at that. So much technology, anything crazy. So the gentleman owns this. He doesn't know. He doesn't know that this has night vision or not. He has no idea. He doesn't know if this has adaptive cruise. He doesn't know if this thing has hands-free driving. He doesn't know. He actually said to me, go to a YouTube channel and watch a video on it. I mean, I'm not lying. I'm not here to make fun of him. I'm just sharing. The gentleman owns this vehicle. He has no idea what it is. Wow. And when he plugs it in, it takes 12 hours to recharge. Wow. Because I don't know if I mentioned that yet or not, but yeah, he got an extension cord to plug in the car. I guess the vehicle's plug is over here. I didn't even see that. I don't even know where that is. Oh, it's back here, like the conventional filling up your car with gas. Isn't that interesting? But this is like the M series. That's the M series wheels. I guess. I don't know. I really have no idea. I'm not a Beamer person, so I really don't know. But the claim is he's the first to get one in this area, and it's $164,000. He did disclose that to me. And so this gentleman here that's doing the window tint, we got a lot going on here. Be careful. Yikes. All right, here is the Beamer outside. The gentleman owns it said when it's outside, it actually looks black. So there he goes. Look at that. Look how low it's just stick around there. Look at that. Right there at the edge. In all reality, the Beamers are so quiet anyways, per se. If I really wasn't fixated on that vehicle, I'm not so sure I'd know that it was an electric vehicle. Look at that. Look how close that is. Oof, right there. There he goes. Yeah, the Beamer and the Mercedes, so similar. My car done here. It's cold out here. Elmer Fudd. Who made that name up, right?